Hello everybody and welcome to race number 3 of the season, number 6 NRSL Orlando Cup Series here at Mosport, also known as Canadian Tire, wrapping up our weekend here as we had our Xfinity race yesterday. Now we have our Cup race today. Time to get cracking down to see on who's going to be winner here at the Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, a very well-known road course here in the NRSL. Very wacky, very crazy. Who knows what will happen. Next week, we will be heading on over to 8 Bowl for Xfinity and Cup, as the Truck Series will have a 2-race bye before they head on back to the circuit and join on out with us once again. So anyways, let's get on down to that starting lineup. RJ Bishop to the pole in today's race. And Brett Pritchard started second. Third, Levi McIntyre. Fourth, Charles Sanford. Fifth, Ian Dutta. Sixth, Jeffrey Finguy. Seventh is Devin Becker. Eighth, Cody Lamas. Ninth, Kyle Matthews, the top 10 at Sky Commons. And I'm trying to get the right camera angle. Here we go. And here's the rest of your starting line from 11th on back. By the way, the sponsored car, Seth Cole, running the Canadian Tire scheme. Keith Batson running one of his new schemes as well. And on the final row, we have Alex Ferranti and Clint Spillman. Not a good starting spot for Ferranti or Spillman, but you never know with everyone wrecking it. Could lead to something good. You never know what could happen. So we're going to get it through the pace car right here. We're about ready to get command to fire the engines.
Drivers, start your engines.
And there's the command to fire, about 16 laps, just like the Xfinity race. This race will have no cautions as well, like the Xfinity race. So whatever happens, we will look as a replay at the end of the race. And troubles for RJ Bishop. So now the new unofficial pole sitter will be Levi McIntyre in the 19. Troubles for Bishop. That was a killer blow for him. And now they're trying to let McIntyre and the others go on by. Now they're trying to let Pritchard tell him, hey man, you go ahead and scoot up, get ready to go. But Bishop could not get the car started. So now McIntyre, the unofficial pole. However, it will still be credit to RJ Bishop for getting the pole for the Budweiser Shootout next season. Pace car on down pit road. McIntyre and Pritchard lead them down. Green flag underway. Pritchard got a nice start in the number 3. Oh, but McIntyre gave him a bump. And I think coming into this corner, I think Pritchard's going to lead them down and clear. And indeed, the case he will. Now Ian Dutta trying to work on Levi McIntyre for second as McIntyre goes in the grass. Checking through here through the back, because this is where a lot of accidents are probably going to happen. And around this corner, we're actually relatively smooth. I'm actually surprised, but I think I'm gonna jinx that one right here. Oh, and Shelton gets a bump, but she's gonna keep it together. Meyer all the way in the grass. Same for Michael Walton. Holy cow! And a fuel line issue for RJ Bishop, and oh, there's a wreck. I think. No. Oh, yeah, we did. Dylan Poteen, a whole bunch of a Hornets dust. Oh, and there goes our first actual accident. Oh, and Pollard, look out. Oh, Keith Batson around. Out in the sand, Trent Dunham. Oh my, that was calamity boost. Probably the most cleanest non-wrecking I've ever seen. Car pit road. I've seen on pit road at least. Yeah, there he is. Or she is rather. Kate Anderson. We'll put the 35. There's Batson. Not what he needed at all. Oh! Her spin. Oh, it's Daniel Olsen, I think. Yes, it is. He's done. Pollard the third with damage. Connor Myers smoking. He's done. Amber Ross with a bunch of damage there. Michael Wald, Dylan Poteen are working together. I'm trying to work on his teammate, John Hart. Actually bumping him. That's kind of a risky move to do on a teammate there, but Dutta will get the position. Damage to the 24 of Sky Commons. And Seth Cole trying to work on Kyle Keith there. And for a second I thought he was going to turn, but let's go with the onboard of Seth Cole here, because it is the car. Take a look at his view. So you see what on the downhill turns that you're seeing. Very unique course that is here in Canada. Now you can see the way how 33 is tracking too. He's using every bit of track, high, low, whatever's necessary to not get off the course. A little slide right there, but he's all over the back of the 42, but he's going to swing the corner wide. That's definitely what you don't want to do here. So let JT Bryant by. Now this is the back part of the track right here, this long straightaway. Before heading into the final 3 turns right here, this is where you get most of your speed from. Smoking, that's still Connor Meyer. He's on the grass. Oh, and Cole's gonna get dumped. Oh, and gonna get clobbered. Or onboard camera. Cole trying to. Oh, Meyer's being an issue, and McCurry gets into him. Oh, Meyer was definitely not thinking his car's done. Ember Ross almost clobbered him too. Look out. Wow, Ross actually hit the pit wall there. Oh, in trouble for the 11. I think that was the one that clobbered Seth Cole. Nathan Hudson there. Fitzwater with damage. Seth Cole probably not going to be happy about that one there. We'll take a look at that once the race is over there. Oh, wow. This is a little big of a mess there. It's Shelton, Dunham, and William Duncan. We're going to keep it together. Alex Ferranti rear end damage. Now trying to work on Joshua Osborne. Oh, and Kyle Matthews is wrecked. And he's done for the day. Look out. And the Kings Island Chevrolet trying to get back on the course at least. Yeah, that car's done. Oh, and Brian's going to get dumped by Comets. And both of them are done. Curry on pit road. There's Commons. Brett Richards still leading the field. Charles Sanford in second. Trying to hunt down the 3. Devin Becker in the 3rd position. A great run for the 0-4 team. And Ian Dutta, his final season. We haven't even talked about that at all since the Speed Weeks. But Ian Dutta has mentioned that before the season began, when the Speed Weeks were about to commence, he said that this will be his final season in the Cup Series. And he's looking to do whatever he can to not only get his last elusive victory, but also try to at least make the chase. That would be a big thing for the 32 team. So far, they really haven't had a whole lot of luck come on their side, but for Ian Dutta, it'd mean a lot for him to, win a race at least. So right now, in the top 5 in the 4th position, a great run for the 32 team. They've been good at road courses in the past, and they're showing it right now. And Charles Sanford, you're seeing one of his new schemes that he's running this season. His Go Bowling Chevrolet. See, more drivers are in pit road, retiring on the race. There's Pollard, the 3rd. Ember Ross still continuing on. They're off the pace. Kate Anderson made a pit stop. It really doesn't look like she has damage, but still continuing her pace. Johnny Gardner with no hood. Zach Rogers, he must have been involved in a recent accident. He's all the way in the grass, and I think that's an indication he's coming down pit road later on. So, yeah, he's got a ton of left side damage. That looks like the case he's probably done for the day. Elijah Gilbert on down pit road, surrendering 14th. Probably going to pass by his teammate Seth Cole right there. Definitely not wanting to see that. Fitzwater, there's Keith Batson. He got involved with a small spin, but he's way behind the pack. And meanwhile, this is a Ours battle. McDonough's going to get dumped by Shelton, and they're both going to go in the sand. So much for that. Batson continuing to pass cars, and I think Dunham, yep, he's going to get teleported to pit road, and the same is going to be set for Sheldon. Backs into the pit. Oh, the tire barrier is going to get some damage. Really wasn't thinking on the backing up part. Oh, and another wreck. It's Ferranti and Michael Walton. More cars Keith Bath is going to pass. Wow, almost got into William Duncan right there. Amazing how Keith Bath is picking up spots due to people wrecking. Asian Navarro on down pit road. And Kyle Keith. What happened to them? How about Clint Spillman? Started, I believe, 42nd in the field, all the way up to 14th. What a great day for the 4-car of Clint Spillman. I think Flickinger started 41st. He's up to 13th. Great runs for both of them drivers there. Fitzwater's teammate, Jeffrey Fingai, just outside the top 10. Or actually, is in the top 10 now, in 9th. James Qualls is the first one out of there in 11th, with TJ Kurz rounding up the top 10. How about Quentin Moore? Great run for the rookie in the 8th position as the racing with Jesus Camaro. There's a battle for position. That's the unofficial pole sitter, Levi McIntyre, and Cody Lamas, who wants the position. McIntyre trying to give some room, and Lamas. Well, he really struggled off that corner there. And I think he's going to get it right here, and yes, indeed, the case. Lamas getting the spot from McIntyre. Howard's in 5th place, just hanging on there. And it could be battle for 2nd with Charles Samper and Devin Becker. Becker reeling in the 0-3. And this could be a battle for 2nd, which is going to allow Brett Pritchard to run away, looking for his first ever Cup victory of his career. Becker all over the back bumper of the GoBowling.com Chevrolet is the Aaron's Ford. And Becker couldn't get the Samper. Now Ian Dutta pitching to Becker, and we're almost encountering pit stops for today. And as soon as I say it, here they come. Brett Pritchard coming on down. Dunham's making his pit stop after being towed. Charles Samper, Devin Becker, Ian Dunham, Mason Powers. He was not coming down. I don't think anyone's not making an indication. Great run, by the way, for Johanna Atwood Motorsports, 11th and 12th right now on the track. Everyone is coming on down pit road. Not one driver is making the risk. One driver staying out, except for the 99 of Michael Walton. Wow, and he barely got ahead of Pritchard, who just got off of pit road. And there's Fitzwater. Keep in mind, he's got no hood. And that's not good for 2nd and 3rd because they're encountering the 16. If I were Fitzwater, I may want to get out of the way. Just keeping an eye on this right here just to make sure Fitzwater doesn't do something bad here. Howard's jumped to 4th as Dutta fell to 5th. And a battle for position. That's for 7th. Bit more with a bump, trying to get the bump and run, and we'll get it. Nice move by the 89. Rookie showing some good moves right there. Possible battle for 11. That's Elijah Gilbert on the high line. James Walls on the inside line. Probably not the best move there. Oh, and Devin Becker just wrecked. There goes the 0-4. He's going to teleport to pit road. There goes a third place finish. I think it may have had to do with that lap car because, man, oh man. Charles Sanford now in sole position at second. Oh, and Richard is wrecked. The leader is wrecked. He couldn't get around Michael Walton. New leader Charles Sanford. Oh my goodness. The turn of events have just happened. Oh my goodness. Are you serious? Brett Pritchard had the opportunity of a lifetime, and unfortunately, he is not going to win this race now. Can you believe it? Anderson back down on pit road. Becker and Pritchard there. Oh my God. I cannot believe that just happened. Michael Walton, your Daytona 500 winner, just totally cucked Brett Pritchard on that victory. Now the new leader, Charles Sanford. Trying to bring the 0-3 to victory lane. Mason Powers in the second. And done in the third. Lamas fourth. Fifth, Whitten Moore. Sixth, Levi McIntyre. Battle for 7 between Finn Guy and DJ Curtis. Ninth, Elijah Gilbert. Between the top 10 is James Walls. 11th is Joshua Osborne. 12th is Clint Spellman. 13th, Zach Flickinger. 14th, Dylan Pote. 15th, John Art. 16th, Cole Beaver. 17th, Keith Patson. What a day he's had. Unbelievable. What a comeback. 18th for William Duncan. 19th when he crosses the line will be Jackie Pang right now. And now Michael Walton is damaged. Hey, wait, oh, Charles Sanford! Fitzwater is also smoking as well. So now the new leader's Mason Powers. The leaders are not having good luck at all. Wow, Sheldon had contact with the other female, Ember Ross. Actually, all three females are together. Ember Ross in the 20. Jessica Sheldon in the 02s, a lap down, and Kate Anderson in the 35. Wow, two leaders just got wrecked, and now the new leader is Mason Powers. Powers trying to extend his winning ways there, trying to win again this season. To have won in now 3 consecutive seasons, I want to say. Or actually, no. It would be 4 consecutive seasons. He's got to hold off Ian Dutta, Cody Lamas, and Moore. Probably just the main two I first mentioned there, because Moore and McIntyre, they're quite a ways away. I am just speechless. Now Joshua Osborne's in the top 10. Johanna Atwood is 9th and 10th right now. I cannot believe that just happened, though. I'm in a state of shock right there. Ian Dutta could get his victory right here if he could just hunt down the 41 of Mason Powers. We're going to show you the cockpit view, the visor cam, and show you how he's doing. Ian Dutta, well-known road course racer in the NRSL. He's proved it. Let's see the time distance between the two. 1:37, yeah. Powers gained a little bit of ground, but not a whole lot. Powers been entering some good turns, while Dutta, he's having some good exit. You can just tell inside the cockpit, just the way how Ian's driving, he's making sure he's hitting his marks, but he's trying to really cut that time down. But if he can get that back bumper of the 41, I can guarantee you something big could happen. The main one he's got to do is coming off this turn right here. He's got to really cut that gap. He just did right there. And slide the corner two. How does he take this turn? Oh, he did that turn perfectly. Powers knows that 32 wants that win. This final season, he really wants that victory. Howard's last lap of 600, yeah, you could tell that lap really was a big difference right there. Last lap. This lap right here, you could tell Dutta really trimmed the time a bit. Got them coming on down pit road. Brett Pritchard out of it. Charles Sanford is probably going to retire as well. I'm still shocked. I cannot believe it. Oh, and Elijah Gilbert lost the 9th position. I think Osborne may have hooked him. Now Johnny Gardner's trying to pass him. He's got no hood. I don't know what happened to the 30 car, but I've seen another wreck happen. And I'm leaving pit road. And now Zach Flickinger in the top 10. Elijah Gilbert lost the top 10 spot. Mason Powers, though, trying to run away. And yeah, that time really got trimmed down. Went from 131 to 104. Dutta knows it's go time. Pote just outside the top 10 is the current champion. Current and reigning champion. It's filming just outside the top 10 in the 11th. Trying to hunt down Zach in the 8th. What a crazy race this has been. The early stage of the race, especially the first lap, wasn't bad. It was actually competitive, and then all of a sudden the wackiness came on in. And Ian Dutta continuing to trim time, but he is running out of time, though. It is not on his side. He really needs to cut these corners really good and try to hunt down that 41 Monster Energy Chevrolet of Mason Powers. Powers is the all-time wins leader, second behind Kyle Keith and actually no, Clinton Spillman is now second, and there'd be a tie for third between Kyle Keith and what would have been Chris Washer. Well, it kind of still is, but oh man, Dutta really gaining some ground on Mason Powers. This race ain't over yet, folks. Dutta really trying to gain ground on that 41, and if you kind of just see in the background, they're catching that 06. They're catching them. 22 cars, I believe, are on the track on the lead lap. 24 of them are on the track. Everyone else out of the race. The white flag is going to be displayed for Mason Powers. He's going to have to hold on and hope to God he does not encounter Stephen Pollard III or Kate Anderson. White flag displayed for the Monster Energy Chevrolet of Mason Powers. 1 lap to go. And oh man, Ian Dutta cut 2 tenths down. That's not bad, but Dutta's really got to push that car, though, if he really wants that victory. Battle between the Chevrolet SS's of Powers and Dutta. Lama's just a little too far back. And then outside of it, the other Chevy, Camaro in 4th. The best Toyota McIntyre in 5th. And the best Mustang is in 7th. While the best Ford, not even in the top 10 at all. The Ford Taurus of Keith Batts. I think all the other Fusions, they're out of the race. Holy cow. Better really cutting that in there. He's really gaining that 41. The 41 had a really good exit off that corner. And now trying to run away. I think that may have just sealed it right there. You can tell Dove's trying to push him, but now Powers is starting to run away. I think Dutta gave all that he could, but he's out of it. Coming off the final few corners, that's going to seal it right there. Mason Powers going to continue his winning ways and momentum after mistakes by Pritchard and Charles Samper. Coming off the final turn, Mason Powers will win here at Mosport. Dutta will come away second. Third, Lamas. Fourth, Moore. Fifth, McIntyre. Sixth, Curtis. Seventh, Guy. Eighth, Walls. Ninth, Osborne. Great run for Johanna Atwood Motorsports. Both their cars in the top 10. Spillman will come away in the top 10. Hitting out Zach Flickinger. Bill Pote 12th, John R. 13th. 14th, Cole Deaver. 15th, Keith Batson. What a day for him. That was big for him right there. 16th, Dunham. 17th, Duncan. 18th coming across the line will be Jackie Ping. And a battle for 19. cannot believe I'm saying this right here, or battle for 18th rather. Johnny Gardner is going to beat out Elijah Gilbert. I cannot believe I'm saying that. Big break for Gardner. 19th for Gilbert. And it looks like completing the top 20 is going to be Ember Ross, who's now starting to run away from Jessica Shelton. Even though Shelton a lap down, but yep, indeed the case. The Xbox One Toyota of Ember Ross. There's Wilson across the stripe. Shelton will finish there. Kate Anderson will finish 21st, and Paul III will finish 22nd. Last part of the lap. But there's your winner, folks. Mason Powers. Mentioned our cars that finished the race. Just real quickly showing you who was out of the race and all that. Here you go from there. Now let's take a look at some of the major incidents that took place. What a crazy race nonetheless, though. Let's take a look at some of the major incidents. I'm going to start all the way over here with coming off the first turn with Alex Ferranti and all. And then you see right there, Ferranti just hooks the 82. Takes a shot to the wall. And this also explains Alex Ferranti's damage. Goes right in front of Pollard III and Johnny Gardner. Based on how they still continued in that race. And then you're going to see coming off this area over here. Ember Ross, nowhere to go. All sliding down, hitting the wall. Spillman does a nice job avoiding, and then no one's going to hit the 2 car, which is great to see right there. So we can break right there. But that was the main impact that caused Daniel Olson to retire out of the race. And look how close Ember Ross was of almost hitting that tire wall right there. That was close. Good job, though. So that's what happened to Olson. Let's take a look at the next major player out of the race. And just a quick document. Connor Meyer tried to actually avoid Alex Ferranti and failed to do so, plowed into the back of him. That's what also caused his issue to be smoking most of the race. And then if we fast forward a bit, remember he was all the way back there trying to limp across the track. Definitely not the best idea. Got to go all the way to where the last few turns were. Now there's the leaders coming on by. And we'll get to all that part in just a minute, but now watch here. This is calamity. This is just a mistake by the 51. You definitely don't want to do that. And then right there, McCurry goes into him, sends Meyer to the tire wall, and that's what ends Meyer's day, as well as getting the 61 with getting some damage. And then Emma Ross, almost there. He actually hit the pit wall. She actually hit the pit wall bit. So let's take a look what happened to Nathan Hudson. All right, so we're looking at Nathan Hudson over here. Trying to figure out what exactly happened. See, that's Elijah Gilbert on the high side there, and then on the low side, that's Nathan Hudson. Oh, Hudson just took the turn wrong, and he actually lost it. Wow, that's very rare to find that right there. Wow, I've never seen that before. Then he sees up ahead, Seth Cole. Oh, wow, Zachary Fitzwater. Let's actually go to that, because we were on board with Seth Cole during this course. And, oh, it was Navarro. Navarro was the one that hooked Seth Cole when we were on our onboard camera. And around goes the 33 right there, into the wall right there. Kind of the same thing with Nathan Hudson in the 11. You see in the back there, Fitzwater nowhere to go, just clobbered the Canadian Tire Chevrolet. And then you see the 33s trying to get back together. And I think someone's going to get him again. I don't know who it was. Oh, no, never mind. Okay. And then, just curious to know, what happened to Fitzwater? Did something happen again? Oh, no, he was just on the grass. Okay. That's what happened there. Let's take a look at the next major incident. This is what happens to Kyle Matthews. We already documented about JT Bryant and Sky Commons because they turned into that unique spot everyone loves to crash here. But taking a look here, 09's going to swing the car wide. And right there, it's JT Bryant, and that's also going to explain why Commons got up to Bryant so quickly. 09's going to get hooked by the 22. Right there. Going to send both the cars up the track, mainly the 09. And wow, it took a shot right there. That's what killed the car right there. Unbelievable. That was just, oh. That sucks, though. So let's take a look what happened in the next major incident. So we're looking with Kyle Keith and Angel Navarro. These are two good buddies. And remember, they got each other years ago at 8 Bowl. And unfortunately, because we're heading back there next week, I think a little preview have happened this season where Angel Navarro once again hooked Kyle Keith. This time going into that classic sand gravel area. We didn't even get to see it. But watch this impact. He actually goes on top of the tires, and the hood actually caught the catch fence. How many times have you ever seen that before? I mean, I've never seen that in all my life watching this race, so the more you know. And then we got word about Roger. Something happened to the 9 car. Actually, take a look while we're here. Seth calling another incident. Oh, Rogers came down pit road, and he just, you know, retired the race, but something must have happened to the 9 car. What happened here? Oh, the car mechanically broke. You just seen that right there. The car just broke down. That's something. I think he downshifted way too early. Or that or something. I don't know. I don't know. I can't get the words out of my mouth. I've never seen that happen before. He was right behind the 30 car of Elijah Gilbert, and then just poof, the car had a problem. Tough break for the Dodge Mopar right there. That sucks. This is what happened. What could have been our winner, Brett Pritchard, but the 99 of Michael Walton minded his own business and unfortunately did not get out of the way of the leader. And Brett Pritchard, I think, made one of the biggest rookie mistakes I think anyone could have ever done. He actually tried to hook the 99, and he failed to do it, sending him into the tire wall right here coming off the turns. I have never in my time seen that before. Such a fail like that. And unfortunately was enough for Brett Pritchard to retire the race. Charles Sanford inherited the lead. And just when you thought things got worse, Charles Sanford then had problems with the 99 as well. So going to Charles Sanford, he actually hooks the 99, the same area where the 3 did. Both of them go around and into the tires, and thus sending him retiring out of the race. The same exact spot where the 3 car dumped himself is the same spot where the 03, the leader, dumped the 99, retiring not only Michael Walton, but himself. Unbelievable. One more look right here. Let's go with TV2, but definitely a lot of people, I don't know what they're going to say about Michael Walton after this one there. That was probably not a popular move by Charles Sanford, but at the same time, wow, look at the air Michael Walton had off there. Both cars did. Still going relatively fast speeds, and that was what retired them out of the race and inherited Mason Powers not only the lead, but the win. And let's see about the last major incident taking place. This was our last one. This happened to Devin Becker, but oh boy, we just found this out. And I think maybe people want to get some second chances about Mason Powers right there about winning that race, because he actually totally dumped the 04 right there. Wow, that I cannot believe right there. Actually hooked him and sent him to the wall, hard licking the rear end. And have him retiring out of the race. So Not a popular move by Mason Powers, but probably even not more popular moves by Pritchard Sanford, so I can tell you that for a fact. But in the end, it was card number 41 taking the victory here at Mosport. That's actually a pretty good view right there. So we'll leave it as like that right there with our screenshot there. So one last look at our finishing results there. Congrats to Mason Powers on the victory. And we will see you guys later for April. Again, remember the Truck Series is going to have a 2-race weekend bye where we have April for race 4. And then race 5, we have Ireland. So they're going to be going back to the U.S. and then they're going to head all the way to the European coastline of Ireland. Then they'll head back to the U.S. to head to Auxilla for race 6. I think actually it's 3 races. I want to say it's 2. I could be wrong. It's 2 or 3. But nonetheless, though, we will see you guys later for April Super Speedway. Until then, we will see you guys later. Peace.